I found the other microphone. I have two of them. I'm back, but I don't know if you can hear me. Can we hear me now? We'll just have lots of speakers everywhere. I did find the second one. I'm just wondering, is it flat? And that's my problem. Because if it's not that, I don't know what. I found it though, so that's a good start. And I'm currently charging. I don't understand why it's not working. Oh, it has a green light. See the green? If I unplug, okay. All right, we're just gonna try this. Can anyone hear me now? I have unplugged them. I've taken it off. Can you hear me? Can we do it this way? I know it's not ideal, but this is not my friend. I don't know why. It's brand new. It's like a month old. So we might just have to go back to old school. I'm really sorry for everyone that likes to be able to hear me through the mic, but apparently this thing is not my friend today. The idea is that you plug it in like this and it charges it. I don't think that's true. It just flashes a single red. So we're going to like charge them old school way. Oh, I'm so sorry. But I'm pretty determined to make this happen. So let's go back in the phone holder because you can't stay where you were. You were leaning against the computer. All right, let's try this. I haven't done nothing extra since the last 2 videos. We're going to find the center. It's all just being very dramatic, don't you think? I think it is. Everything's fine. All right, waterproof canvas, love it. This is the bottom of the bag, the top of your, oh my God, I can't move this around. It's giving me motion sickness. Don't even. So we're gonna just go fairly high up. I like my pockets high up, whatever. We're gonna go back to a 2.5 stitch length. I really hope we can all hear me, and if not, I don't know, it'll be a silent sew along. Technical, yeah, at its finest. It's probably user error. Let's be very honest. I'm actually not very good with technology. Like, I see all these people making these reels that all look very fabulous and have sounds and have like mini cut videos. And I'm just like, I don't think I can do that. Except that's what everybody seems to want to watch, and all these people have millions of followers. And then I'm over here going, I can't make a speaker work. So, you know, I'm never going to be famous is pretty much how we're looking at that. It's a bit quieter. Yeah, that's because you're like further away. I mean, I can yell. Yelling's very in my wheelhouse. Make sure you cut your jump stitch. I cannot stress that enough. I'm also going to polish these scissors and redo them today. I feel like it. I'll make that a mini video. Okay. Jump. The part that goes in your phone charges it as it's being used. The mic on you has to be charged with a wall plug. See, it told me it'll charge it if I do this. That's a lie, clearly. Because it's, I don't know, that's what it told me. That's what the instructions told me. It's a lie, but it's fine. I'm charging it over here. Whoops. It'll be fine for the next video, ladies and gentlemen. Clearly, the instructions lied to me. I mean, that's what I get for buying a cheap microphone, I guess. Dodgy instructions. Can't win them all, can we? Me and my printer are not getting along. Well, that's not ideal. Me and Neville weren't getting along the other day. He kept, like, putting white on bits. That was very rude. He stopped it now. We're fine. Printers never like me. I don't know why. They just have a grudge against the world, I swear. Like, has everyone seen that joke about Rage Against the Machine and they all just assume it's a printer? I fully feel that. I have two printers. One only likes to be plugged in. The other one is a Wi-Fi, but it doesn't always want a Wi-Fi. Sometimes it just wants to lie to me and pretend like a Wi-Fi. Very rude. Alright, so I am using... Why is there a random thread right there? That's a new one, even for me. I don't know what color zipper I'm using. I know I'm using black hardware because it looks amazing, and because I am using the stuff that came in the kit with the black skulls. But I have a sneaking suspicion that I used up all the black zipper tape, so I'm going to have to pick something else. So many options. I have so much zipper tape. It's getting out of control. I am trying to make a point to use it all, and it's so hard because some colors just don't match. It's very frustrating. So I could use this. This has got that cool chick on it. It's got the same vibe and color. It doesn't perfectly match. Needs to have black zipper tape, I should think, but navy's not the right one. Green's not right. I need red, and I'm pretty sure I used it all in a previous something. I can't even remember what, but I feel like I've used it all. Oh no, wait, there it is. Oh, I've got some. Did not think that was going to be a thing. Lucky me. And it looks like there'll definitely be enough for the 3 zippers I need. I read that. Me and my printer are not getting along. Alright. Measure it out. Chop it off. Cool zippers. Look at them. They're so cool. They're actually black, not gunmetal, but I don't even care. It's still going to look cool. And I'm really hoping that this bag sells at the next market. That'd be nice. I haven't picked a price yet. I have no idea. I'm terrible at pricing things. And again, I'm sure there's an official measurement for this. No idea what it is. We all know I like to just wing it, and so that's what we're going to do. Well, I got 27 of you back. That's all 28. Thank you all for coming back. I really am sorry about technical difficulties. It was not what I was planning on doing. Obviously, nobody plans to be useless at technology. Sometimes we just are. May as well put all the zippers on while I think of it, because there's nothing worse than sewing the ends on without putting a zipper on. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants me to swear at the stuff, so we'll just do it now. It'll be fine. This is going to look amazing. Since it's about the same size as Vixen, I'm thinking of probably just pricing it the same. Although there is a bit more fabric, but it takes a little bit less to sew, so I don't know. Has anyone made a Rowena? What do you price it as? The pricing is the bit that gets me. I love creating. I don't even hate taking photos since I got my light box. And AI has been fixing my photos so that they look more professional. So none of that bothers me anymore. The bit that bothers me the most is pricing things because I just don't know. I can't know everything. And I know there's a magic formula where you take it and then you times it by 3, but we also know that I don't really keep record of such things. So that's not going to work out for me either. I just need like a nice, and I don't want to change the price each bag depending on materials. With the exception of having to like custom order in special stuff from Spoonflower, I'm not playing that game. I just want one price for the bag. Even though this one glows in the dark and it's magical. Now, don't forget to pre-fold them before you pull the backing off. It's a thing. We don't want to do it. I am determined to get this done. Then I have to go out to the shed, so I'm going to have to put shoes on. Ugh. I don't like shoes. And I'll probably change out of my flare pants because I'm going to go use the table saw. And that thing can, like, take a limb. And it likes to spit the wood at me, which is also very, very rude. So there's that. But I need to chop up the wood. I also had an idea. I've had a few ideas about things I want to do. I really want to make my dramatic exit sign, but I need to chop up the piece of wood first because it comes as like a really big sheet. And then I have to cut it down. I can probably order it online and get it cut to the right size. However, then I'd have to wait for it to show up in the mail. And I assume it costs way more because they did all the cutting. Whereas I have all the tools here to do it. I could also cut it with the jigsaw, but I find that I get way wonkier lines with that. Because I'm impatient and I make it go fast. And therefore, it just doesn't work out. You can't tell me that's not cool. It's obviously not everyone's vibe, but for those it is, they're going to love it. We're sticking to our 2.5 stitch length. I'm going to stitch. I'm going to back stitch because I don't want this coming undone later. We're doing a single back stitch though because, you know, let's not overkill it. Next, we're going to chain stitch these bad boys. The zipper is long enough that you can absolutely chain stitch them. This video at this point is more about sheer like determination and will since we're on the 3rd part of the video. You watch next, my phone will die or something dramatic like that. Alright, I'm going to just set them aside because that's not what I was doing. We were doing a Tory pocket. I got caught up in the zipper thing. It's fine. Alright, closing to the left because we always close to the left. Does anybody else do that? People that are commenting, do you always make your zippers close to the left? Or am I just being neurotic? OCD? Something. You do. That's good. Is it because I've drilled it into your brain? Do you have Tory earworms? I know a few of you have got Tory earworms. I also noticed that people that I regularly video call have started having what we're calling Toryisms, where she says all the random crap I say. It's not a bad thing. It's amusing though. She'll be right. It's my favourite. You can't really stuff up a bag. The red stitching is definitely my favorite thing because even though I love stripes staring at them while sewing is a lot, but the red stitching just makes it, I don't know, better somehow. I am back, Teresa. Always close to the left. Good, good, good. And I mean, if you were not doing a live and you like your iron, you could fold this back and iron it so that the edges raw, but feels like extra effort to me that I'm not interested in doing. The thought always crosses my mind every time I do this, and then I'm like, no deal. What are you gonna do? It's not the end of the world. Me and my knuckle thing works for me, so. You know what else works for me? Having bobbin thread. Oh, it's there. It's just being dramatic. See, this is why I need a dramatic exit sign. Throw things out. Oh, that's cool. When I'm angry with stuff, I can just throw it out the dramatic exit door. Would probably feel amazing. Let's try that again. That's from a movie, right? Let's try that again. I mean, I'm sure lots of things are going to go wrong with this bag since the technology has already forewarned me. Bam! One zipper. We've left the bottom open because that'll be one of our later seams. Next up, I want this, which I have already punched my hole in for where the magnet goes, and I'll put the magnet in once I'm finished everything else. Whatever. I don't really know why I'm clipping it. I don't need to. Okay. Do, 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 do. Speed sewing always makes me feel better. We're also not going to have very much bobbin. I looked at it. It's getting down. Alright, back up to a 4. We're going to top stitch this so it matches the other one. And I like building this before we put on the other pockets, just because I do. Again, I don't remember if that was in the pattern or not. Don't really care. I like doing things my way. Makes sense to my brain, alright? You should build them the way they make sense to you. Like I did RLR creation. Somebody's put up, can you please do it according to the pattern because they're halfway through and they got stuck? And I can appreciate that. So if I get time, I will absolutely do that. Okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and... Actually, before we do all of that, I should put the strap connectors on, shouldn't I? But the inside's built. The inside's done. Now I need to put these on the outside and then we'll put the zippers because I don't want it all to get in the way. Why have extra weight and annoyance when you don't need to? 3/4 inch tape is my new best friend. I have kept a stash from when I was selling it with Sandra. Now that I don't do hardware, I don't really sell the rest of the stuff because I'm not really feeling the point. I'm not trying to be a jerk or anything, but I don't feel the point if we're not gonna, like, nobody's gonna come to me and just buy zipper tape. It's not a thing. Which is also why I got rid of my button maker, because again, when I was buying hardware, people would throw in like the cute little magnet button things. But now that I'm not doing the hardware, there's no point. Mainly because postage sucks, and I understand that. Right, so we still need our roller. I'm going to roll the edges and make it flat. It also helps the creases to stop it popping off. Nobody wants that. 1 1/4 inch down. I don't care what you tell me. That is the answer to this. Now, I also do these just the normal way. They cut slits, sew it, and then fold it. You can absolutely do that if you want to. I am not here to stop you. That is quite thick with this though. Postage is horrible. I understand. If I ever get magical powers, there'll be a flat rate of postage and then I'll just make a portal to your doorway. I would be like the best courier on the planet. Nobody could stop me. Just go between A and B. Bam! Portal. It would be awesome. And that's how I'd use my magic powers. I'd do pickup for all my supplies. Stop paying for postage. Whoa. I also am going to change my foot over so I can get closer to the hardware. This is what I would call medium thickness hardware. They're not as chunky as the chunky ones, but they're chunkier than the skinny ones. They're like a weird medium one. It's not actually what I ordered, but it's what showed up and it's fine. In a perfect world, they'd always send me the same stuff, but it's not how it works apparently, so we just make do. I'm not super worried about it. It'll still function the same. I also have an urge to make another rascal. I have some very cool fringing that I bought, and I'm going to base the whole bag around fringing. Because you should always have an inspiration. Keeps popping up in my brain, so it feels like it's time to do it. Would you like to see my inspirational fringing? It's from Spotlight of all places. You also may be wondering why I'm putting on extra clips, because this is thick and it's probably going to pop open, and I don't want it to. I'll show you my fringing. It is amazing. How good is that? I don't even know what I'm going to do, but this is the basis for my inspiration. What would look cool is that Psycho Bitch design that I put on that other bag, because it's got the same vibes. Oh, whoops. I love it. It's two-toned. I didn't do it. It comes like that. It was like, I think they were like $9 each, but you buy two, get one free. So I got this. I got blue sequins. I got really long black sequins. Because why not? It's fabulous fringing though. And it feels like it wants to be a rascal. With the add-on, so it's nice and chunky and can be used as a day bag. You know what else would be really cool? My brain's just thinking. I'm all about like the hacking of patterns so that you have to buy less. Which is probably putting me out of a job, but what do? I'll just go get a day job. But like a smaller rascal. Maybe like an 80%. Just so it's, you know, people like small bags at the moment. It's not for me, but what do? So you could do like an 80% size rascal would be potentially quite cool. Bit smaller, bit skinnier. All the things. All right, I'm gonna be lazy. You can judge me all you want. I don't even care. We're gonna be lazy and stick them down. We're using 1/4" tape. This one is from Brimax. It's pretty good. I'm a fan. Apparently it doesn't gum up your needle at all. I never really have that issue, so I can't necessarily tell you which ones do and don't gum up your needle. That would be somebody else's thing to answer. But I am liking it. I've also used quite a lot of it already. But it's fine. Now, still loving my bobbin box, by the way. You should absolutely keep them color coordinated in a box. This is very, very helpful. I've still got a few in here that I haven't like used that color yet to use up the extra. I'm going to use our 1/2 foot that I got cut. So if anybody's never seen this before, this is technically the same foot that's on here, but I got my guy to just grind off one of the toes and then like sand it so it's smooth and not sharp. I watched him do it. It's very cool. Very fascinating stuff. And very helpful because now I can get closer to the hardware if I change out the back foot. Takes extra time, but it's fine. I do recommend switching back to this foot though when we're trying to do joining stuff because this one is more grippy. Whoa, and I dropped it. Of course I did. Of course I did. Do you know I keep checking the comments to wait and see if I've gone silent again? I'm just waiting. That's how my day is going. And I use a bobbin like I use a, oh, is that stuck? Let's not do that. Alright, there we go. Happy days. I can't say happy days with my brain singing. Oh, happy days from Sister Act. I have issues. I just really like music. Alright, we're going to cut the center of this one while I think of it. Okay. Alright. I just meant to say it again then. You know what else we're going to need? We're going to need a bag tag. Ow! And I just stabbed my finger. Ow! And now it's bleeding. Look at that. Actually, probably don't look at that. It's feel queasy. That was unpleasant. I stabbed myself with tweezers. Could you give me a Band-Aid, honey? Ah! Straight through the finger. I went through both sides. I got 2 dots because it went through my finger. See? It's just not my day. Ooh. All I wanted was a bag tag. And I know I made one. See, I made a black one yesterday. It's the vibe and everything. Did that deliberately. Then stabbed myself in the finger. Just gotta wait for a Band-Aid, guys, so I don't bleed all over everything, because that'd be weird. It's not my day, though. Can we all feel it? Because I can feel it. Gosh darn it. No, the tweezers did.
Some Benedict as well.
Nah, I'm just going to put a Band-Aid on it till later. Thank you.
Is it bad?
Nah, it's just hurts. Stabbed myself through the finger.
I have a second one for you in case you
Hubby to the rescue. Indeed. He must have just come home. I didn't even hear you come in, huh?
Yeah. Alright, I'll see you later, okay?
Okay.
Love ya.
Love ya. Alright. I do need a first aid kit in here. Now I'm gonna have weird looking finger. Whatever. Seriously. It's just not my day. And I'm determined to do this no matter what. Alright, put that in there. Ruler. I'm thinking that that's going to be too far out because they're bigger. So we're going to just change it. Oh. I'm halfway through creating a first aid kit, I'll have you know. Alright, so for those that are interested, because I'm making this up as I go, we're doing 2 1/4 inches out from the center. She measures her pads from the out in. I'm going from the center because I like the center. So we're doing 2 1/4. And we're going to move this so we don't knock it on the floor. We're going to stitch 1/8 of an inch with a 4 stitch length. We're going to make sure our fingers are out of the way because knowing how today is going, I'm going to sew my finger. Needle down, pivot. With a size 4 stitch length on this machine, I get exactly 4 stitches across. I don't know who needs to know that. My brain just had a cool idea. We're going to do it. It's going to be amazing. Oh, the blood is going through the Band-Aid. Well, not through, but like definitely in there. 2 1/4. Grab another one. I remember you doing a live to make one, but I thought that was for the car or a general one. I mean, it is. I've done one. I can see it from here, but I haven't filled it yet. But maybe that one, I originally made that one for a handbag. It was the small size Hussy case, but it's too big for a handbag first aid kit. So I'm thinking maybe Elf will be also. Maybe I'll make that a handbag size first aid kit because I need it, and I'm sure some of you will want it. This year's set of patterns, you should be able to make basically one of everything. We're going to have one overnight bag, one handbag. I might even do a backpack. My issue with backpacks, and I will need your input because I don't carry one. Backpacks aren't my thing. So I don't really know like what size people are wanting, or like do you want crap tons of pockets, or do you just want like a little slip pocket? I know a lot of Americans are going to want to conceal gun hole. Can't think of the word. Can you tell? And I mean, I can make a pocket that would accommodate that. That's not necessarily an issue. But I don't carry a backpack, so I don't really know. I use most other bags in my life. Just not a backpack. I'm not a backpack person. Neither's really my kid. My hubby just uses his army backpack, so yeah, I don't know. That's twice I've bled on a live thing. Apparently it's lives that make me bleed. Look at me go. Remember when I rotary cutted my finger? Were you guys there for that? That was not ideal either. This is like throbbing with pain, and I refuse to not do this video. The universe doesn't want me to, and I don't understand why. It's a fabulous bag. See, 4 stitches. Phone calls and no sound and not happening. I'm doing it. I like lots of pockets and everything. Well, that's fair. Would you guys prefer I did like oh my god, there's another phone call. Are you kidding me? That looks like the school. I'm just not even. Although if it's the school, maybe there's a problem. Why is the universe against me? I think I have to go and ring them back. It's a sign, guys. It's a sign that I have to stop doing a live. I'm going to sew this on and then I'm going to go call them back. And I'm giving up today. I tried my hardest. You're all witnesses. I've literally cut myself, lost voice, sound twice, and now I've got a phone call that I have to take from the school. Because if he's hurt himself, you know, I need to check. So anyway, I'm really, really sorry, but I need to go and deal with that because it looked like the school's phone number. So thank you all for coming and attempting my live, but I am going to go. And I'm probably going to sew the rest of this offline. Sorry guys, I'll try next week for a live, something different. Or maybe another one of these since I have to make 4. Maybe we'll get a whole video where I get to do the whole thing with my speakers and everything working. Alright guys, thank you.